a brand new season of some wonderful women's football, and match day one is on this weekend. We have the northern zone and the southern zone. And the southern zone. And let's go through some of the games in the southern zone. We'll start off with that one. Jonina ladies take on Soccer Intellectuals. Police ladies versus Halifax Queens. Epiphany Warriors take on Army ladies. FC Samatex, they are newly promoted. They take on Lady Strikers. And then Oak ladies play tomorrow, 3 p.m. at the Pobiman Complex. It's their first taste of the new season. They are in the big time. And their head coach, Mercy Tego Kwaku, joins us on the line. Coach, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us. How are you doing today?
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Wonderful.
Good morning.
Yes. We are fine too. Thank you once again. Tomorrow, the journey for Oak Ladies in the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League begins, and you start off taking on a team that has won this league on so many occasions, Hazakes Ladies. How is camp? How are the ladies getting ready for their very first big test in the new season of the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League?
Oh, good morning. Just as you said, we are preparing towards tomorrow's game. Yes, we are. Oaks is a new debutant, and we are in for. We are in to protect our image and also maintain our position in the Premiership. So far we've trained, we've prepared well psychologically, physically, everything. So this is it.
Yeah, it is, and it doesn't get any bigger. It doesn't get any bigger than this. When you watch the team and you've watched them prepare for this opening day, do you get the sense? What vibe do you get from the players? Are they? Of course, they may be excited. Are they a little nervous? It's Hazakes they are facing on match day, or they are pumped and they are expectant of the fact that it is Hazakes. So a good result makes a statement to the rest of the league.
It's unfortunate that everybody is wondering why we are meeting Hazakes in our first game, in our maiden edition in the Premiership. Trust me, we are prepared. We have psyched them already, even though they're excited. As human as we are a little bit nervous because we are meeting almighty Hazakes. Trust me, Hazakes is an old team, very experienced, the nation's once champions. Everything, you can give them all the accolades, but trust me, we've also prepared. We've really prepared, like I said, and the girls have been talked to, and they understand what we call competition, because what we saw during the Middle League, someone may say Middle League was a Division 1, but trust me, the performance standard was as equal as the Premiership. So we are not going there to blow our horns, we are going to beat Hazakes, no. We are debutants, like I said. So we have prepared well to go and meet. Football is full of uncertainties. You can't even predict. You can predict, but you may not get it right. So ours is, we've trained, we've prepared. We are going to meet Hazakes. Even if we run away from meeting Hazakes, we'll go around and come and meet them. So it's good that we are meeting them in our first game so that we can see where the loopholes are. What are the things we did right? What are the things we did not do right? Then we improve upon it or maintain it.
Finally, Coach, what will be your call to the fans? This is an exciting time, an exciting chapter for Oaks FC, Oaks Ladies or Oaks FC. What will be your call to fans tomorrow as you step out into the league for the very first time?
For me, it's our normal game. It's a league game. And all our fans and anybody at all who has the interest to watch Oaks and Hazakes is welcome to Pobiman Sports Complex to come and watch good football. Hazakes is a good team. When you are, even when you are not a good team side and you are meeting a good side, trust me, it helps you to play well. So maybe Hazakes will let our game improve. So everybody should come and enjoy good football tomorrow.
Wonderful. Wish you the very best. All the best ahead of tomorrow. You take on Hazakis ladies. We'll speak again soon, and we'll get your thoughts on how much day one went, and then we'll see how the rest of the season will play out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was Madam Mercy Tego Kwaku, head coach of Oaks FC. Emmanuel Ayamga is here. Ayamga, what's a start for Oaks FC? Your very first game, and boom, you take on a team some people refer to as quote unquote the owners of the women's league. I guess teams like Ampim Dako and Police Ladies will have something to say about that. But Oaks FC, Oaks Ladies, they start off with Hazakis as Pobiman. It's a home game for them.
Yeah, big game for the Oaks Ladies, and for both the Has fans that are supporting both the women and the men's team, because I know that when you go to Pobiman, there are a lot of fans that support the men's team that also come there to support the women's team, and this will be their first ever, top flight game for the women's game there at Pobiman, and I'm sure there will be a lot of fans who will be going there to watch the game tomorrow. But I don't think Oaks FC should be overwhelmed by the opposition that they are facing. Hazakis ladies are, like you said, they are royalty of Ghana women's football, record champions in the Ghana Women's Premier League, and they've dominated the league for quite a while now. It used to be them and then Ampim Dakwa ladies, but I think in the last few years they've been dropping off bit by bit, and now I don't even think they are the best in the southern zone, because obviously last season they were usurped by Police Ladies, who were unbeaten against them both home and away before they won that zone, and then went on to win the Premier League itself in the playoff against Ampim Dakwa. So I think in terms of players, Hazakis have been losing a lot of their best players for a while now, and that's why I think Oaks Ladies probably might start this game as slight favorites. I know they are from the lower tiers, and maybe they might be overwhelmed. Like Mestego said, the players might feel that, okay, this is Hazakis, and so they will feel a bit nervous going into the game. But I don't think they should be overwhelmed at all, because player for player, I think they'll be able to match the quality of Hazakis ladies.
Well, we'll see how it goes. It's one of the games in the Southern Zone. So the full fixture list for Southern Zone: Police Ladies, who are defending champions, start off with Halifax Queens, Epiphany Warriors. So that game is at the Medina AstroTurf and is today at 1:30 p.m. I don't know why a game is being played at 1:30. I think the temperatures might be a tad too high, especially on an
because
AstroTurf.
they have two games there.
They have
today.
2 games.
So they wanted to play one before the other comes.
I think that they need to maybe adjust the kickoff time slightly.
But
Epiphany Warriors, take on Army Ladies, also at the Medina AstroTurf. That's at 3:30. Oak Ladies face Hazakis at Pobiman. And then Jonina Ladies welcome Soccer Intellectuals at the Anteku AstroTurf. That used to be my neighbor. I didn't know when they call it AstroTurf. I have to go there. And then Samatex Ladies, new in the league, they take on Lady Strikers at the Incentre Arena. That's on Sunday at 3 p.m. Samatex Ladies head coach Nassam Abubakar is joining us. Let's get his thoughts on this. They are also quite new. They are very new in the league. Let's see how they will approach the game. Coach, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, and thank you.
Wonderful. Tomorrow, your journey in the Women's Premier League begins as as Samatex Ladies. You take on Lady Strikers at the Century Arena. Just take us through how you've been getting ready. Tomorrow is a big day for Samatex Ladies. How have you been getting ready for... Okay, Sunday. The game is on Sunday. How have you been getting ready for your first game in the big time on Sunday?
Thank you for the opportunity. We started preparing somewhere in September. We went on a pre-season tour to Sunyani, to Kumasi. So we really prepared very well, and we are ready for the competition.
How have the players been? How have they been taking in this occasion? It's their very first time in the league. They are the men's team, Samatex. We've seen what they've done. How are the ladies feeling ahead of the game? Are they nervous? Are they excited? How are they feeling ahead of their debut on Sunday?
It's a great feeling. They are very happy to take part in the Women's Premier League, and luckily for us, we've been engaging most of the Premier Division teams since we qualified. So there's that belief that there's no much difference in the Division 1 and 2. So everybody is very confident, and the belief in the team is great.
You know that to play in the league, sometimes you need experience, especially if you're a new team. Are there any experienced players you have brought into the team to guide, the new ones who are getting ready to play in this league for the very first time?
We had some few inclusions, but I'll keep it to myself. But we really brought in some few to help the young ones.
I see. I according to info that I have, Black Queens goalkeeper Cynthia Findip Conlan has joined the team. I mean, just tell me what she brings to the team. What does she give this team as you get ready to play in the league?
Everybody knows Cynthia, and you know what her presence in the team will bring. So this one, I don't have to say anything. She's a top-notch goalkeeper, and with her presence here is a big motivation to the young ones, and a very good inclusion to the team.
Okay. Finally, if I'm coming to watch Samatex ladies, who are some of the players I should look out for? Who are some of the players you believe will be able to make their mark this season in the league, even though it's their very first season in the Women's Premier League?
Frankly speaking, you will have a very round team, and every player is a potential for, let me say, for any of the national teams. So you'll be watching bright talent of 11 players, and let me say 20 players or 19 players who will be taking part in the league. I cannot pinpoint this one, but we have a very good team, and any of them is a bright talent for the country.
Okay, Coach, we wish you the very best ahead of Sunday. All the best. You take on Lady Strikers in your first game of the new season. I'm sure we'll speak after the game is done. So all the best ahead of Sunday.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. That was head coach of Samatex Ladies, Nassam Abubakar. And Emmanuel, just like Oaks FC, they also get to play an established side, Lady Strikers.
Yeah.
But, they start off at home at the Century Arena, and they start their journey in the big time. It delights me when I see some of these things, right? So you have the Samatex men's team, and they have the Samatex women's team in the league. But they have Cynthia Findip Conlan, Black Queens goalkeeper, joining that. That's a good addition.
Big signing. Big. I think it's the biggest signing of the league this season. and I'm excited for them because, she needs them and they need her, because she's not had a club now and to continue her national team career. She's our number one, and she needs to be active. So to sign for a club like this, I mean, people will say Samatex are now coming into the Premier League and they are not an experienced side. But again, if you follow the transfer that they've done, the business they've done in the transfer market, they signed experienced campaigners for the Division 1 league. And the only team that bettered them were Oaks FC, who also have some very good players, and also went for the biggest coach, I would say, in the lower divisions, because they went for Messi Tego, who has been a national team coach before. So it looks like they jumped the process. These are two teams that should have gone through the mill. I mean, it would take time for you to gel and then adapt to the Division 1 league and then rise through the ranks. But these two teams came in, spent good money to sign good players, and I think they are reaping the reward. So I expect a big season from Samatex. So I don't think they are coming in to be like the clubs that come into the league one season and they go back to relegation. They are coming in to challenge. And if you speak to both of their coaches, like they said, they are not coming here to joke. They want to really challenge and see where they can go. And I think the sky will be the limit for both teams. Okay, let's talk about challenging. Let's speak with Kasim Tabasu, head coach of Police Ladies, defending champions. Coach, good morning. How are you doing?
Yeah, good morning, friend.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Wonderful. You now have, Police Ladies wear the crown, the targets are on your back. Everybody wants the title you won last season. How have you been getting ready for the new season? Expectations are high. How have you been prepping for a season where hopefully you hope to I'm sure you hope to defend your title?
Well, football is just a process, a scientific process. And you can do more than what you should do. So what we did last season and the season before last season, that got us this far. We're just continuing and then seeing where to work on to get better. So we're coming into the season as an experienced side comparatively. Returning from Africa, the girls have seen a lot. They went through a lot, and that needed mental toughness added to their game. And even with the coaches, we've seen the other side of football. So we are much more ready as compared to last season. So even though it's going to be difficult, find ourselves as defending champions for the first time in our whole life in the Premier League is a new thing, but football is football.
How have the girls been getting ready for this? Now, they are not an unknown quantity. Everybody knows them now. Defending champions. You've gone to play in the Wafubi qualifiers for the CAF Women's Champions League. When you look at them, how do you think they feel about this season? Do you sense a team that knows do you sense a team that understands that there's pressure, or you see a team that is calm and ready for a new Women's Premier League season?
Well, I'm not sure if my players are that known. Definitely. A few will be very, very famous because Maggie is in the national team. Apart from Maggie, another young player, Cynthia, is in the U17. She never took part in the championship in Ivory Coast. Aside that, I don't have any of the players in the national team. And then normally, the national team players are more famous. That's to our advantage. We have quality players. Some of the players who were listed as inexperienced and young, moving into last season, have become more experienced and more exposed. So pressure, no pressure. That's one area that we do a lot. We do a very good job. Me and the Mataka team, we try as much as possible to make our players feel very relaxed, and then take each game, as it comes. It's normal football, So you have beaten teams that are better than you last season to this championship. So now you are better than you were last season, and it's not going to be anything different. I think our team has become stronger. Pressure is not something that will be a problem for the players and the coaches.
Finally, you one of the most experienced players around, Mary Beku. I mean, she retired. She's moving on to help the team in a different capacity. How much will you miss her experience? How much will you miss her guidance on the pitch? And what do you hope to get out of her, even though she may not be playing actively for the team? What kind of help do you think she can give the team, even from the sidelines?
Well, it is sad. It is sad. I did everything possible to stop her from going because she's still strong. She's still giving us a lot, on the pitch and off the pitch as a leader. I didn't want her to go. Honestly speaking, she wanted to leave 2 seasons ago. I convinced her to stay after this season. But then this time around, there's nothing we could do about it. Yeah, she has left a very big shoe for the next captain to fill. Very, very difficult thing to do because she was just not a captain. She was a leader on the pitch and off the pitch. Very, 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 very devoted Christian, very, very spiritual being. She carried the team, even in the absence of the coaches. She was like a coach, so she's somebody we cannot just replace, so we are still yet to come to terms with the loss. But then we have to move on. She can't play forever. She's a woman. She has to settle down, get a man, and then start making a family. So we give our support to her, and then we have prayers, everything. Her next life after football, we are waiting. Now she's on a little break. When she comes, that we see where she fits in the Tenka team. But then I've spoken with the new leadership, the new captains to talk to her and liaise with her, for advice and guidance. This is our first match with Mary Beku, and she's going to be right with them throughout the game.
We'll see. You are right. It's a huge loss in terms of the experience, but I'm sure she'll be guiding the team. Coach, thank you so much for speaking with us. All the best. You start off later today against Halifax Queens in Medina. So already you get to play the first game of the season. The attention will be on you. We wish you the very best, and we'll see how things go.
Thank you very much, my friend.
All right, thank you so much. That was Kasim Tabasu, head coach of Police Ladies. Emmanuel, it's a very interesting thing. You know, all of a sudden you win the league, you go and play WAFU B qualifiers. Some of your players get to feature for the Black Queens or some of the national teams. You can't avoid the attention. Now you are front and center. Everybody's gunning for the title you've won, and Police Ladies now have, like, they start the season playing the first game. I was asking him about pressure. He says there's no pressure, but there must be some expectation on them.
I think there is not just from them, the coach, and then the players themselves, but also from the police hierarchy, because they've given them all the support that they need. From last season, you find police officers going to the stadium to watch them play. But I think one thing that did a trick for them was that most of the big guys, underrated what they could do. So you had them competing against Azakes Ladies in the Southern Zone, and they beat Azakes Ladies to the title there. They topped the table, and then went ahead to also go and beat Ampim Dakwa. And you have to count how many times do you see a team go through these two teams? It doesn't really happen often like that. So you have a team that went through Azakes Ladies and then went through Ampim Dakwa to become champions. So they actually earned that spot. But I think now what the element of surprise is gone. Every team will be gunning for them, starting with Halifax Ladies this weekend, because they'll be thinking, okay, these are the champions. So if you are going in to face them, you don't go there with a half-prepared team. You go there with 100% focus, and you give everything to try to stop them. So I think they'll be facing a new challenge. They'll be in a different territory altogether. But also the fact that they've gone to Africa and earned some experience could play to their advantage, because obviously it's a different step. They went to Africa. They couldn't really make it to the CAF Women's Champions League itself, but going to WAFU, winning one game, and then losing to a team that was superior. I think Asek Mimosas were a superior team to them in terms of experience, in terms of quality and everything else. So that one is understandable. But I think now that they are back home, the goal should be to consolidate what they gained from last season, try to win the league again, and then establish a dominance. We've had Azakes Ladies and then Ampim Dakwa dominate. They've made it a duopoly all these years. If we have a third force, fine. And I think they have what it takes to become that third force. In terms of, having the support of the police hierarchy, which means money is not a problem for them. They are able to also, they're able to go out there and sign players. They're able to match. And then they are in a unique position because also they have come at a time where Azakes Ladies are dwindling. Their fortunes are dwindling. They are not the kind of force that they used to be.
It's almost like they have to reconstruct.
Yes, so there's room for you to, sneak your way in there and then establish that dominance and become the leading team in the Southern Zone. So I hope they take it. And like he said, Mary Beko's exit is a huge blow to them. She has stayed for a very long. She's played football for more than a decade now. Played for the Black Queens, has played in a WAFCON before. So the experience is there. But I'm happy that they didn't let her go completely, because she'll still be serving them in a different capacity, which means her experience will be there for the young ones in the team too. And they still have Jane Yam, who is still in the team. I don't know if they extended the contract of Ju, the Danish striker that they signed for the WAFU championship. But if she's still there, I think it bodes well for them. I'm not too sure if they extended their contract, because I think it was a short-term deal that they signed to have her for the WAFU championship. But I still think they have a very good squad, and they will be able to, even if they will not win the zone, they'll be able to compete to the last game. So let's see how they fare. But I think it will be tougher this year than it was last season.
Okay, we'll see how it goes. Police Ladies take on Halifax Queens. Halifax narrowly escaped relegation, right? They were close to the drop. They've survived, so they give it another go this season. It will be an interesting one. So the full Southern Zone fixtures this weekend: Jonina Ladies versus Soccer Intellectuals. Jonina Ladies last season had 35 points from 18 matches. They will hope that this season will be better. Soccer Intellectuals, they finished with 14, but they stayed up. So again, teams, some of the teams that survived last season, I guess the plan will be to start better this season and not get caught up in the relegation dogfight. Because I always say that in football, if you face relegation or you are in the relegation dogfight for 2 to 3 seasons, you are bound to go down one of these days.
Definitely. And I'm sure they will not want to repeat the mistakes of some of the other teams. Berry Ladies, example, were flirting with relegation for many years, and last season eventually they went. So I'm sure these teams would like to stay. And for Jonina, they had a very good run in the FA Cup, the Women's FA Cup. They were finalists as well in that one. So I don't know. I don't think they are contenders though, but I think at worst, they should be a mid-table side. At least finish in the top 6, top 8. I think that should be very good for them if they're able to achieve that.
Okay, and Oak ladies versus Hazakes ladies. Showdown of two ex-footballers as coaches. Raymond Fenny for Hazakes ladies, and then Mercy Tegokwaku for Oak ladies. Police ladies, as we said, they are taking on Halifax Queens. Halifax Queens, they narrowly escaped relegation. Epiphany Warriors face Army ladies. Army ladies will rely on experience and tactical discipline. I think they were in the FA Cup final a few years ago.
Yeah.
You know, and then you have Samatex who are fresh in the league, and they take on the more experienced lady strikers who are coached by Stephen Ampa. So it's experience versus fresh limbs and relative newbies, if you like. So Police ladies, Halifax Queens today, Medina AstroTurf, 1:30 p.m. Epiphany Warriors and Army ladies also at the Medina AstroTurf, 3:30 p.m. Oak ladies and Hazakes, they play on Saturday at the Pobiman Complex. Jonina ladies and Soccer Intellectuals, they play at the Antieku AstroTurf also on Saturday 3 p.m. And then on Sunday, November 2, it is Samatex ladies versus Lady Strikers at the Century Arena on Sunday. If you have a look at the Northern Zone, FC Savannah take on Ampim Dakwa today at 3 p.m. Northern ladies face Prison ladies. That is also 3 p.m. Fosu Royal ladies, they are... Okay, I need to check this fixture. It's like there's a bit of an issue here. Dreams ladies take on Tamale Super ladies. And then you have Ashtown ladies taking on Kumasi Sports Academy. So that is that in terms of the Women's Premier League. There's a bit of an error. I'll have to try and check because on the fixture list, it is Northern ladies versus Prisons. But then I also see Fosu Royal ladies versus... Okay, this one is Northern City ladies. Yeah. Oh. So there's Northern ladies and Northern City.
Yeah.
Pelpia. Oh, Pelpia ladies, they are rebranded. They either the new management.
Sporty FM.
Brand new. Okay. Rebrand. Hey, Charlie.
You're not joking in the women's league.
Sure. Rebrand. Hey. Pelpia ladies. They are now Northern City ladies. I see. So Northern ladies and Northern City ladies. I see. I'm sure there's a local derby somewhere.
Like RTU and Tamale City.
Tamale City. Very similar. Like RTU and Tamale City. Interesting. Immortal Crime Ejaculation has walked into the studio. Is it a point of interest?
Yes, point of interest. You know, I've been advocating for women. When it comes to Sporty Plug, I've been saying that, you know, men, we need to do everything possible. We need to work hard and then get money. You know, look, make sure that our baby girls look good. So, you know, those days, Women's League used to be, you know, very popular, and we used to be following.
Oh yes,
I remember when they were playing it in regional level. So Ashanti region, you know, the Fabulous ladies and Ashtown ladies, you know, they will be doing well. And you know, Greater Accra, they used to have a good team, like La Ladies and Numa ladies, Gata ladies, Post ladies, and you know.
And Ashtown, when you are listening to
Mawena
were promoted just last season, so they are in the league now.
Mawena ladies and one of you, when you are listening to GBC those days, you know, Nina Tevandapoy and their colleagues, you will see that Women's League, Charlie, it was good. Yeah. Until I think 2012, 2013 thereabouts, when they decided that they would play the Novelty League. So Hazaka's ladies were also there, so they came in to challenge Fabulous ladies. So then we knew that these players, Elizabeth Kujo, Jennifer Kujo, and Linda Sean, Samna Suleiman, they also came in strong to challenge Agnes Eduakon and the likes as Fabulous ladies. So they made sure that they took over from them. You know, one thing that has, you know, brought us to this level, the Women's League wasn't getting, you know, all the numbers, was the changeover of Gatel, the Ghana Telecom.
Ghana Telecom, yes, to Vodafone.
Ghana Telecom to Vodafone. So all the regional women's teams were collapsed. So only because they rebranded Gata Central to Daily Strikers.
Okay.
So Koforia Gata, Tamale Gata, and one of you, all of them vanished.
And then the Central Region one became Lady Strikers.
Became Lady Strikers. Then the individual ones also came in. And now we have Oak Ladies. So you see, we have to be deliberate in terms of the women game. We know that women football is for free. Even when Black Queens are playing, there's no money. It's free at Accra Sports Stadium. So the reason why I don't want us to be comparing, if you Black Stars, they will do this, if it is.
Don't you think that, I mean, I agree with you on the deliberate part. So don't you think that we must now start to maybe pump in a bit more money?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That it has, grew from a certain stage to another level.
Stage.
Because what's your point? We're not even qualifying for AFCON.
That is true.
And
that's true.
Now we are, because of the policies, the current FA.
As for, I always say that you can accuse the current FA or you can criticize them of doing a lot of things that you think they do wrong. One thing you can never take away from Keto Kweku's administration as an FA president is how much support they've given to women's football from the bottom to the very, very, very top.
True.
Look, even paying of national team coaches at the Black Queens level, a lot of the time the FA has to shoulder that burden to, in the interim whilst the government will try and
you just talk about the head coach. He's being paid by
the FA.
The FA. And then they make sure that they brought expatriates to take over.
Yeah.
You see.
And for listeners who don't know, there's a story behind how the FA got to start paying the Black Queens coach from their own coffers. There's a story behind it.
Because government says they can only pay for the Black Stars and the technical guys. So the FA wanted to do the same thing for the Black Queens. Therefore, they have to pay from their coffers and say, okay, government, we cannot wait until you are ready for you to be able to pay. But we will start paying. Then they brought your woman, Nola Hutla.
Yes. I'm just very good friends.
Nola Hutla, to come and show one or two things. And then she did well for
qualified as
Kim.
To an
for Kim to also
came in.
Take over to where we are now. So Women's League has gone through a transformation. Anytime I see someone like Linearity, Post Ladies, used to play for. She used to play for Post Ladies. It was for Ghana Post. But Ghana Post still exists. What are they doing for women football? They should have. Government should tax them. Now I've seen GR ladies, army ladies. We need fire service ladies. We need them.
We have police ladies,
Navy and
immigration.
We have to do everything possible and get us them, because we cannot rely on the individual.
Because I know that this lady used to play for immigration ladies. This is our very good friend. What's her name?
Gifty Apia.
Gifty played for immigration.
Yeah, Romana to Suleimana, and then Adjoa Barry and Co. They were doing well for immigration ladies. You see, when the security agencies are able to form teams, it helps. You know what? One, you cannot turn your back to the nation because you're a security officer. Two, it helps in employing them. Because for how long can Nanabenye and his group hold on to Hazakes ladies? Because how much do we even sell them? So a lot of them are free.
A lot of them are playing for free.
Sell them.
So it discourages.
It's for free. Everything about women football is free. Look at Madame Ubata could not hold on to how much she has to spend over the years. And now Fabulous Ladies, Yamutu, Division 2. But Fabulous Ladies, he used to be on top.
Fabulous Ladies was the top team back in the day.
They were beating everyone.
Our captain, Poshabuachi, came from Fabulous Ladies.
Poshabuachi, when he was playing left wing.
Yeah.
When she was cross balls for against for them to be scoring, So it has to be deliberate. We need to put all our effort into it. Other than that, it will be very difficult for us to be able to beat Nigerians. Now look at Morocco. We used to be scoring this Morocco 3-4 when they were playing ladies. 5, 6, 3, 4. But now it's difficult for us to beat them. The last time we went for the Wafu Zombie, we saw Hasek ladies,
Yeah.
Coming in strongly to beat police ladies.
Yeah.
Wow, Kotokos. Wow, House of Folks. Now House of Folk, they also trying to do well. Now they are in the Premier League. Maybe next year or two we'll see them.
But I like the house project. I like the house project because I've visited their training twice, and what I saw there was really, really impressive. I mean, the fact that they are allowed to use the men's facilities, I mean, it was impressive to see. And then the fact that, like I said, the women's game.
The next time we have to go with you.
Yeah, they don't really pay the players like that. But Mestego told me point blank that these players are on salaries. They all have bank accounts that they are paying. And so I like the way they are running the women's team. like the men's team. I mean, it's impressive. It's impressive to see. And it's not just even about paying them, but also the fact that they have all the support. I look at their backroom staff. I've not seen any women's team in Ghana currently that has the kind of backroom staff that Oaks ladies have.
Yes.
It's impressive. They have Ben Mensah, former House of Folk goalkeeper. He's their goalkeeper's trainer there. Then they have Patience Kwashi. She is also an assistant to Mercy Tego. And she played with the first Black Queen squad that played in the WAFCON. In 1991.
91, okay.
So, that's
a good collection.
It's a very good backroom staff that we've assembled.
Immortal, we are talking about developing. One of the things the club licensing thing, one of the requirements that teams should have a women's team. Immortal, do you think with all the difficulties that Ghana Premier League clubs go through, do you think they should still stretch a little and adopt a women's team? So what can they do to help?
So you see, that is why we've been pushing and advocating for the sports fund. I said that our women are very vulnerable. And since women are sweet, we have to do everything possible to help them. You see, to help them. If you are doing well, even if you are not doing well, you cannot look at your sister to be struggling. You all obviously have to make sure that she is okay, at least. If you want to develop the women league or women football, we cannot only give it to GFA.
Of course.
The individuals and the clubs and the government must go along. If Oak ladies are playing, House of Oak fans, they know that it's their team. They cannot sit at home. They will go. When they went to Senyabreku
to play,
we saw a lot of House of Oak fans going there to support their ladies. So can you imagine if Oak ladies are playing against whether Kotoko ladies? I know that Fabulous ladies belong to another entity. Kotoko ladies at Accra Sports Stadium. Everybody wants to show that yes, we are there. So if you want to develop, we need to go along.
I think if these clubs adopt women's teams, I think the FA can now tie it into the men's team as well. So let's say if House of Oak have a match at maybe 6 p.m., you can let Oaks FC play at Accra Sports Stadium at 3 p.m. And I think once the fans know that is their team, it's a bonus.
I know that will be difficult.
Why?
Because some of them will say that they will destroy their things. It is sad reality.
This is our way of thinking.
Yes, they will say they will spoil their things. Even camera woman, they want to prevent the camera woman from going to that. That was just by the way. You see, so they must move along.
Yeah, true.
But so I agree with you. I'm looking at, for example, the financials of a lot of our Premier League teams. Okay, now if we say that they must have a women's team or they must adopt a women's team, does it mean that now they will have to take care of that team, or the women's team exists independent? You just happen to be associated with.
Okay, so at the moment it's about association, because I know that Dreams Ladies doesn't belong to Dreams FC. They've adopted them.
Okay, but they get support from Dreams FC.
Yes. So they may get a little support, but I know that doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong.
Doesn't belong to.
So we can have an arrangement like that. So you adopt a club and you help them small.
You know, them moving from one phase to another phases. So okay, phase one, you can associate yourself to any other team. You have to get a point that you have to take over. So when the sports fund is ready, we can allocate a certain portion for women. Okay. Now we are going to have women's bank. I understand that only women will work over there.
Only women will work over there.
You see, it's there to support
women.
Yeah. So a part of the sports fund can be allocated for women's league. So we know that, okay, this is how much government is using to support the women. It's the same thing that my mom or my sister who is at Mokola, and then he's getting support from government. It's the same thing. They have decided they will not go to Mokola, but they will go to a gas sports stadium and go and play. So it's the same thing. Like recently, the GFA partnership with Adisa Way and School Government with the 1 million Ghana cedis. Yes, they have decided that they are not going to plant cocoa. Their cocoa is football. So if you are spraying cocoa free for cocoa farmers, also these are also their quota for them because the money belongs to all the sectors. So a portion of it can be allocated for women's league. So we know that, okay, House of Oak, you have Oak ladies, you have 1 million Ghana cedis. The whole season, use it for Oak ladies so that every month you can pay them 5,000, 10,000. Then we'll get players from Sudan, Morocco, Algeria, for them to come here and play.
Denmark.
Yes, and Denmark. Yes, we had police ladies, the player from Denmark.
Laura.
I saw her on Ivy Coast and she was playing. I said, yes, Denmark. Ghana Premier League for women. Okay. So we have a player from Denmark.
I'm told she's part of the police ladies team.
Yes.
And she'll be
I'm happy they extended the contract.
Exactly. So we'll be able to, because those days, even now, Kotoko have a player who comes from outside.
Yeah, but I think Kotoko have had a history of signing for him.
I used to have about 4. Sean Manson, October, Rubinyan, and one of you.
And then
yes.
Yeah.
So having them.
And then
those days, Clovis Kambu and other players, they were playing in the Ghana Premier League. So it's the same thing. If you're able to pay them well, when we see Murphy and Yami and Co playing for the Moroccans, we need them in the Ghana Premier League.
True.
For them to play well. When they play well, then they can be called to the Black Queens. Even now, Black Queens, almost like 90%, 95% of the players are coming from outside.
They play outside.
Yes. You see, we need a lot of them from our clubs. So it's good that Hasbrook, have come in. They have to set the pace. They and summer test ladies, they have to do everything possible to place first or second. Yes, first or second.
They should place first or second.
No, so that when Has or Kotoko, when they are doing well, it brings some kind of excitement. Even this Ghana Premier League, we are saying that some are saying that it's not attractive, it's not this, it's not that. It's because Has and Kotoko are not doing well. You have to let them win 3-4 matches, consecutively. You will see Accra Sports Stadium. People will start going. What Kotoko is doing, people will start going. But it's just because, Charlie, it's all about the money. If you don't have money, we are here because there's money here. Yes. The truth is always one. Where there's money, there's excitement.
Where there's money, there's excitement.
I think I agree with him.
Yes. So we need to pump money into our sports. I'm happy that this morning on the news I heard Honorable talking about the sports fund is almost there. Yeah. So that we know. It shouldn't be anything difficult for us.
It is true.
It is there. We've been arguing that. Getting the money should not be difficult because we put tax on tobacco, alcohol, and lottery. You will get
the sports minister also said that if there are companies that sponsor sports in Ghana, they'll give them tax incentives. Yes. So I think it's also ties into that. So support the women's league. Support the women's league.
We'll get a lot of money. So we can tax some of them. That whole company A. Maybe Sporty FM sponsor Oak ladies. You see, it will be nice.
Yeah.
Then we all move along. So we has to be the rebate for us to develop the league because we can never, move ladies away from us. But you and I know that ladies or women, they are part of us. That's why we say women are sweet.
they are part.
Yeah, they are part of us. We can never disassociate ourselves from them.
That is true.
Yes, that's why even in Ghana Premier League, I remember some years back, Brad Pierre would say, these matches, women are for free, women are kids.
Yeah, free gates for women.
Free gates for women.
I mean, it is true. Look,
I thought more women
I tell you,
More
when the Black Stars played recently, you had and I am
it was our
during the box pop.
This one we don't need. This one is a secret.
You know, the point is that look, when you watch the Ghana Premier League games, there are certain parts of this country where you have a lot of women attending, right?
Okay.
Matches, for example, in the Bono areas and things, right? Whenever I watch the videos from there, you find teams heavily supported by the women. Brecum Chelsea's got a wild women's group, right? And they are all there cheering the team when Instructorman was active. We know that, right? Even Asante Kotto, when you watch the videos, you find. So the thing, it is true. We have to get a lot more people going to the grounds, but I think the effort will have to come from the stakeholders, the government especially, and then the FA will do its bits, media will do its part. We need to pump money. All of this can't exist without proper money.
It's about money.
It's about money.
Everything about money. No one should say money is the root of what they been.
No, the Bible says the love. It is the love of money.
Yes, if you
that
have
is
money,
the root. Money is not the root of evil.
Yes, I woke up and then I saw a specific ping ping.
It changed your mood.
It changed my mood. So today, can't you see my
I can tell that you
so
are
today
feeling
Friday,
it.
we need to.
We have to step out.
Yes, we need to step out and then make sure that we shake the city.
Immortal says Fridays you have to go out and spend money. You have to put money into the economy so that the sellers will also make money.
Yes, because you see, I can see about $5 million hanging.
You need to pluck it.
And at least get your 5K within the week. You know, because when the money is not circulating, people will say, "Oh, there's no money. The country is hard."
But it's because the money is not circulating.
There should be money. The players. That's why when people are saying that Black Stars money should be reduced, I know. It has to be. It's our OP. It's a big one. It has to be there. It has to be big. Everyone should aspire to be there. Yes.
Everybody should aspire to be there.
You have to pay them big.
The three of us here will never play for the Black Stars.
No,
our times are
yes, but I have 3 boys.
Potentially they could play for the Black Stars. So in their time, you want the winning bonus about 20,000.
Like when I was at Asamba, we interviewed the Sudanese assistant coach, Ignatius, yes. And he was like, "Oh, he want to coach Black Stars one day, but he would take $100,000." Yes.
He wants to be paid $100,000.
Yes. You have to aspire to take big. Someone should aspire to be at your seat.
Yeah.
Next 10 years.
Yeah. Whilst I have moved on
exactly
to doing other things.
Or maybe one will giving you a bigger post here and you don't have to sit here. So when the person comes, yes, we can take maybe $10,000.
Whilst I should earn bigger money in my new position.
You are taking 8,000. Because you got next 2 years or 3 years, I can take 10,000. You see how it is? Yes. So there should be money in an ecosystem, the sports fraternity. There should be money for us to move, everything to where we want it to be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, Charlie, we will come here and complain. We will not get anywhere. The sports fund, we have to do everything possible before this government will move. I'm not saying this party, this government, because 4 years, another government will take over, whether from the same party or from a different party. Yeah. So before this government will move, this administration will move, we have to make everything possible. Because I remember Parozanam Hazide, he was leading his time. We went to conference center, we did everything possible. Nothing happened.
Never went to parliament.
Ministers upon ministers. But Honorable Kofi Adams, we beg you, do everything possible.
Yeah. One of the biggest things Mr. Kofi Adams can do for himself and his legacy is getting the sports fund put together.
Every
up and
sports
running.
minister have 1 or 2 things we can, remember him of. We just past sports minister. One of Mustafa Yusuf. We can talk about Teman.
Well,
yes,
fair.
His tenure. Can talk about Teman. When we go there, so he was the one who led this. We can talk about University of Ghana because he left there for a very long time. The Tartan Tracks and Co. The rugby stadium. We can
for the African Games. Yeah,
we can say it's him. Let's tag your name with the sports fund and say yes, you've done it because we already have World Cup. There's a big one. add the sports fund to it. Maybe someone will say you are the best minister since independence or anything like that. You see? Yes. So do everything possible. This is a game changer. Let's have it. You won't have anything difficult again because we'll go to the fund. The money is there.
Yeah.
We go no pa.
Just allocate it
Yes.
to whoever you want to.
Money can be in our ecosystem for us to enjoy. Ghana Football Association will have money to support all the national teams, even coast football and co. We can help them so that we start from school sports. Let's develop all the regions. We need a sports college. We can get the money to go and develop there so that we can camp our players there. We beg you, do everything possible for us to get this. So, women football, we are behind them. We'll make sure that we push them. Maybe one of these days, we can be running commentaries from yes, we can be running commentaries from Pobyman and but they shouldn't allow them to be playing on the AstroTurf.
No.
Our AstroTurfs are not correct. They are low grade. They are low grade. So if men are not playing most of their matches on AstroTurf, please. I remember someone calling. He was asking about Mukarama Abdullah. Malot Abdullah Pukua and co. All of them knee injury and co. And the AstroTurf is no good. Ghana Football Association, we beg you. I know that there's no more. The facilities are few, even for the main game. If we are compromising for them to play on the AstroTurf, we should also remember that the more they play it, the more they are prone to injuries.
True.
Let's do everything possible to get 1 or 2 pitches. You see, before the AFCON 2008 AFCON, I remember some pitches were developed.
Yeah.
I think Ashmota school pitch and St. Akonas, and then ATTC. They develop it. Why have we left it to get to the state? It is that the women cannot go and play there because they hardly get fans over there. I think the Presec pitch was one of the pitches. Yeah, there was 4: Achimota, St. Akonas, ATTC, and Presec. We can still develop it, and that is what I'm saying. It's all about what? Money. So let's do everything possible to. Otherwise, we will come here and blame Kate. He will not get anywhere. He will still get the second appointment at CAF. We will not get anywhere. Let's start from the basis. Let's tackle the real issue and leave personalities aside for us to get our numbers. Otherwise, we'll continue to rely on the under 17s and under 20s who wasn't born here, and they will be flexing. And later when we call for workout, they will tell that now they feel that they are Ghanaian. So we'll come here and talk. But the coach wants good players to go and play. How many of Kudus? If you're not right to dream, where would our Kudus
Sporty
be?
FM.
So you see, we need good facilities.
We do.
We need good facilities. But we can only have the good facilities when we have the money.